Hello, Sady at XL Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. Spoke briefly earlier today, and I'm going to send this video over to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. I don't want to waste your time though, Sady. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you would like to hear more information, let's just set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem at all. I'm actually going to give you some free tips in the video which make it worth watching anyway, and you could go ahead and apply them to your site. First thing I do want to talk about today is content. So as you can see, I am on your homepage. And actually, one thing I do want to point out is that as of right now, your site is not secure, which obviously is a safety risk. But the bigger thing is that it actually also will hurt you as far as your ranking with Google. Back to content. So I'm trying to just see how many words of content you do have on your page. You guys do have a good chunk here. I'm going to say you probably have about 500 words of content. Typically, Google recommends, and I recommend as well, having about 1,500. And the reason why you want so much content is really for 2 reasons. Number one, the more you have, the higher Google's going to rank you. They will rank you higher based on more content. But the other reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases that you can put into that content. Just as an example, I've put in roofing Wilmington, North Carolina, which of course is where you guys are based out of. And it's also coincidentally, or not coincidentally, what a new customer would put in if they were searching for services in your area. So the first thing they're going to find is these ads at the top of the screen. That's the first thing they're going to see. And that's why companies are willing to pay a good amount of money in order to be seen first, because it does work. They'll bring in new customers. But the second reason is that this map section, this is the next thing they're going to see, right? And top 3 companies are going to show up in this little preview screen. You guys happen to be in here, so good job with your citations. These are all based on citations, and that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or Home Advisor, just to name a few. After that, we're going to jump into our organic section, so we start to see the company names show up and the websites. And there's going to be 10 results that show up on each page in the organic section. And this is true with any Google search. These don't show up randomly. They show up based on Google's algorithm and formula, which we now know 2 parts of that are content and keywords. And these all do show up in reference to roofing Wilmington NC. And so we can actually rank this keyword as the follows. We could say number 1 goes to XL Roofing NC for ranking this keyword, 2 goes to Flores and Foley, and 3 goes to All Seasons Roofing. So next up, I took your website, xlroofingnc.com, and plugged it into a program I use called Ahrefs. This allows me just to kind of see how your site's doing right now. First thing I see is you guys have taken advantage of using headers, which is awesome. This is a good thing. What this basically means is that by having your business name in here, which XL Roofing Company obviously is, and having a few keywords, roofing Wilmington NC is a good one, that is going to make it a little easier for Google to find you, therefore bringing in more visitors. And let's just run through the numbers quickly. 82 referring domains, and they're sending you back 223 backlinks. All this means is that there's 82 websites that you guys have links on those websites. Kind of like a partnership. When people click those links, it sends people back to your page. It redirects them to XL Roofing NC. So the 82 sites that you guys have links on are sending you back 223 links. So just under 4 per website. Next up, we have 434 keywords. Keywords are what really get you found in Google searches. And the 434 that you guys have are bringing you about 335 visitors to your site right now. So let's just take a quick look at your keywords and kind of see where your traffic's coming from. All right, first thing we see is roofing company, Wilmington, North Carolina. That's a good one. This is what a new customer search would be. And 150 people do search this exact phrase like that. And for this, you guys are number 1. So we talked about there's 10 results per page. Ideally, you want to be in the top 10 for every keyword. The reason why is because 80 to 85% of people will not even go to page 2. So being in the top 10 is critical for actually getting visitors. So this is one for new customers. Then we have your business name, XL Roofing, or your company name. And we have a couple of variations, but let's just look at XL Roofing. 600 people do search it. You guys are in the 3rd position for that. Based on that volume, I'm assuming you guys have multiple branches, probably in a couple different town cities, possibly even other states. And so because you do have that, obviously that gives you a little bit more volume there. People who search you by name, though, they know who you are. A lot of them are going to be referrals. It could even be like, you told your neighbor, oh yeah, Excel Roofing did my roof. And then they have, they go on Google to look up your info. Maybe they didn't have all of it, right? People could have seen your signs, trucks as well. So this isn't that people are looking for you, so they should be able to find you. You shouldn't be losing that business. But then also you want to bring in the new customers, such as that first keyword. We also have roofing contractors, Wilmington, 150, number 2. Roofing contractor, Wilmington, 100, number 1. You guys are doing a pretty good job. You're in the top 10 for really all these 8 to 10 that we see. And I don't really see any that aren't ones that I would recommend. These are all actually really good keywords. So good job with that, guys. And ideally just moving up even more. If you can get even more of those in the top 3 and then even top 1 or 2, that's just going to increase the amount of visitors you bring in. Looking over at Flores and Foley, they were right behind you in the search that I did. 90 referring domains, sending back 366 links to their site. You can see they have their name up there as well. 289 for keywords, bringing them 263 for visitors. So let's just take a quick look at what keywords they're kind of using and see what they're doing. First off, their business name, to be expected, 100, number 1. Roof repair, Wilmington, North Carolina, that's a good one, 80 and number 1 for that one, so they do have that one. Roofer Wilmington, 200, number 4. That's one they can move up a little bit in, obviously. Roofing Company, Wilmington, North Carolina, 150, number 3. And again, a lot of the same ones you have, and they're very similar to what you guys have. I think you guys are ranked a little bit ahead of them on a few words, but it is pretty close. So it might honestly come down to bringing in those additional keywords too for any other areas and towns you guys do kind of service. I would add those keywords in as well because you want to build on that. All right, but thank you for your time, Excel Roofing. I appreciate it. I will give you a call in just a couple of days and just ask you what you thought of the video. Just trying to help out some businesses, so I appreciate a little feedback to help me as well. But thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. If you want to hear more, like I said, 10-minute phone call. Thank you and have a good day.